Go for it.
Paul, I just want to start off by talking about your last fight. Sorry for looking at that, but I just wanted to ask, what was your first defeat as a pro? And with the way you got defeated, it's not ideal. But have you managed to get that out of your system yet and to move on? It can be mentally hard after something like that, but how are you feeling after that?
I got out of my system very quickly actually. What happened happened. See, there's things in life you can't really control. What happened that night was out of my control. I've no doubt the fight shouldn't be stopped, like a lot of people, but it was, and it's over now. Disappointed. I'm very strong-minded on the way I was dealing with the fight and what I could have done afterwards. It's still very strongly imprinted in my head and the way the fight was going. Cian, who's supposed to be one of the best fighters in the world at the minute, didn't really do me any harm whatsoever. I felt in control in there, I felt comfortable, and I felt like I could have done a bit more.
And it was a step up. It was your first time to fight for a world title, and that. It must have. Sometimes boxers can be thinking, "Am I able for it? Am I able for it?" And you stepped up, obviously, flew colours. Does that give you great confidence now that you're well able to compete on the world circuit?
That's a big strength I have, is confidence. But again, confidence isn't something you just get out of bed and you be confident. It's weeks and weeks of hard training, hard work, a lot of gym work, a lot of boxing work, and once you do that there and you do it well, and you bring in opposition, to work with world class sparring, and when that there's going well, you know you're ready for anybody.
And your next fight now has been confirmed for September the 10th in the Odyssey Arena. Is that a great thing for you now? Because the longer you had gone on before you had the next fight, it was just all this talk, can. Now you can focus on your next fight, put in a good performance, and that's all behind you.
Yeah, the can thing's over now. And I say it was, from an experience point of view, it was a great experience. Obviously, the way it finished was horrible.
Yeah. But
the whole experience and the way I dealt with it personally, I felt comfortable, and I want to be there again.
Yeah.
See, being in that limelight, that highlight, and just being the centre of attention, I love it. And if you don't love it, maybe you shouldn't be there. So no, I'm looking forward to getting back in the ring, getting back into shape. I say I'm in training now about 3-4 weeks. I'm actually in pretty good shape at the minute. Still about just over 8 weeks out, and I'm looking forward to it.
And I just said there, you're fighting, I think it's for the first time in the Odyssey, yeah? Big bill, big arena, and it must be great just to get the experience of fighting even like there now.
Well, I fought in the King's Hall, I fought in Maharfeld, which was a massive venue, obviously cold apparently, but it was a big, was it?
Yeah, Mahan Centre.
Oh, well, the main arena too, obviously.
But the home fight.
But a home venue, the King's Hall was brilliant. I've been there twice. Just to fight in such a historical place like the King's Hall, where the McGuigans and the Charlie Nashes over the years fought. But now the Odyssey is a modern arena, and there's been a few fights there recently. Martin Rogan fought there a couple of times, and there's been a few big fights recently too. So I'm looking forward to being a part of it.
And like with the travelling fans that went to Manchester, like they showed more. It's great to get a fight back here now, to let them come and see you in their own patch of the world.
Exactly. Well, everybody talks about America being the Mecca of boxing, all these arenas in America. But if I fight in America, not 5,000-6,000 people can't up and leave and go to America to watch you fight. So I want to stay at home, give my fans and my people the chance to watch me fight and obviously enjoy it.
And as regards for names for September the 10th, is there any talk of confirming?
There's a few floating about, but to say any now would be kind of silly. I say because it just gives people ideas. But again, there's a few in the pod at the minute, and it should be well known in the next week to 10 days.
And do you reckon the name could be a top 10 fighter?
I think so. But again, there's no guarantees. But it'll be, if it's not a top 10 fighter, it'll be somebody with a very well known and respected name in the world of boxing. Last
time I was talking to you, you said you were in talks with the Madonna fight. Since that, Madonna's gone signed to Russo. What happened there? It just didn't happen?
Well, my dad is a contracted golden boy, and so when you're contracted, there's not a way that you can do. You have to fight where you're told to fight, and obviously he's got another good fight out of that. That's a tough fight. He fights Robert Guerrero, who's a very good, accomplished boxer with great skills. So it's a tough fight.
Hands. Yeah. And do you think you might have a chance if you land the title, or to fight the winner of that fight? Well, for me, it's fighting the best out there, and if he wins and I won, and there's a title on the line, I would love it. Is there anybody in the actual division at the moment, whether it's domestic or on the world scene, that if you could pick yourself to fight right now, that you'd love to have a fight with? Amir Khan, no doubt. Amir Khan, but seriously, of course. For me, it's about being the best I can be and fighting the best out there. So anybody in the top 10 or with a world title, that's who I'm looking for. And in the Amir Khan fight, you said it was your first time. You kind of stepped things up. You changed your training a bit. You had set up yourself a camp. You brought in a strength and conditioning coach. Probably paid a bit more attention to your diet and that. You're competing at a high level now. Will you do the same things again?
I'll do the same for this one, just not as big or not as long, should I say. The last one was maybe 8 or 9 weeks. This one will probably be 6, 7 weeks. But I will be doing the same thing. I'm basically doing the same thing at the minute, but I'm still at home. So in a week or two, I'll probably maybe get a place in Belfast for the duration of the camp. But at the minute, I'm training the way I was for the camp fight, and I think I'll do it for every fight from here on. And your preparation, everything. If you don't prepare for a fight properly, then you don't expect to win.
And you're on a different level now, kind of thing. So
mentally and physically.
European to world level kind of now, so it takes a bit more of a dedication, kind of.
Well, if you look at all the champions in the world and see the preparations to become champions, if that's what they need to do, they won titles, I have to do the same at least.
And tell us a bit about your training camps. Do you have any set amount of weeks that you might go into a camp for, or do you just?
Well, it all depends on the size of the fight, the stature of the fight. No, but now for my fights, it's roughly you're talking 8 to 10 weeks. If you do more than that, you can maybe overdo it. You know, I mean, we've done it in the past. You learn from your mistakes, but I think 8 to 10 weeks is suffice.
And then just to finish off, I was asking you about your training, and is there anything you dislike in training?
Dislike?
When you're coming into, is there any one thing that?
Yeah, all of it. Training's hard.
Yeah.
Training's not enjoyable. It's tough, but at the end of the day, it's part of the job. If you don't do the hard work, you'll no. Even you do the hard work, you may never win anything. Yeah. And if you don't do it, you'll definitely win nothing. So it's just part of the game. I say, in a funny way, when you're peaking for a fight, and you're bouncing and you're ready for that fight, you're actually happy and you enjoy your training.
Yeah.
And after that, then it's hard all the time.
Well, listen, the best of luck for September 10th, and hope things go well for you.
Thank you,
Thanks
sir.
very much.